Cleveland State students to choose UPass, new opt-in transit deal explained. Imagine being a student at Cleveland State University, only to find out that your affordable transportation option to campus is being taken away. This is exactly what happened when the university announced it was ending its participation in the RTA's UPass program due to new state regulations. But here's where it gets interesting. Just days after the announcement, school officials revealed that they are finalizing an agreement with the RTA to offer an opt-in choice for the UPass program. This means that students will have the freedom to decide whether or not they want to participate in the program and pay the associated fee. According to CSU President Dr. Laura Bloomberg, we are now working toward a solution where students will have the choice whether or not they would like to opt in to the UPass fee. This is a significant development, as it will result in financial savings for students who do not use the UPass. But what does this mean for students who rely on public transportation to get to campus? The RTA UPass program provided unlimited access to buses and trains at a discounted rate, which was $57.50 per semester for every student taking at least 1 credit hour. Without this program, students would have had to purchase a monthly pass for $95, which would have added up to hundreds of dollars per semester. However, with the new opt-in option, students who utilize public transit will be able to pay a lower fee than the standard monthly RTA pass. But here's the question. Is this new arrangement fair to all students? On one hand, it allows students who don't use public transportation to avoid paying the fee. On the other hand, it may create a financial burden for students who rely heavily on the UPass program. As 3 News reported, the RTA generated approximately $1.4 million per year from the UPass program. This raises an important question. How will the RTA make up for this lost revenue? And this is the part most people miss: the impact of state regulations on the student fee structure. According to Bloomberg, state regulations no longer allow the university to charge the fee for students as part of its billing process. This has sparked a controversy, with some arguing that the regulations are too restrictive and others claiming that they are necessary to protect students from excessive fees. But what do you think? Should students have the option to opt in to the UPass program, or should it be mandatory for all students? Should the RTA explore alternative funding sources, such as grants or sponsorships, to support the program? We want to hear from you. Share your thoughts in the comments below. As Ward 5 Cleveland City Councilman Richard Starr pointed out, the continuation of an affordable transportation solution for students is essential for their academic success and our community's overall vitality. We couldn't agree more. The fate of the UPass program is a complex issue that requires careful consideration and discussion. So let's keep the conversation going. What are your thoughts on the new opt-in option for the UPass program? Do you think it's a step in the right direction, or do you have concerns about its impact on students and the community? CSU ends UPass deal with GCRTA, impact on students and transportation. Imagine a university that once championed student mobility, now leaving thousands stranded at the bus stop. Cleveland State University, CSU, has made headlines by abruptly terminating its UPass partnership with the Greater Cleveland Regional Transit Authority, GCRTA, a move that's sparking outrage and confusion. But here's where it gets controversial. The university claims this decision was forced by new state regulations, yet critics argue it's a symptom of deeper financial struggles. Let's break down what's happening and why it matters. For years, CSU students enjoyed a lifeline, a heavily subsidized $57.50 monthly transit pass that made commuting to classes, work, or even grocery shopping affordable. That lifeline just vanished. In a sudden email to students, CSU announced the end of the UPass program effective summer 2025, citing state laws that now restrict how universities can collect fees for such benefits. President Laura Bloomberg apologized for the unexpected financial hardship, but hinted at a potential replacement program. Yet, the immediate reality is stark. Students now face a $95 monthly pass, or the alternative of driving to downtown Cleveland, where parking costs have skyrocketed by 30% since the pandemic. And this is the part most people miss. The U-Pass wasn't just a convenience, it was a lifeline for many. Reddit threads are flooded with students threatening to drop out or take on extra debt to afford parking. One student wrote, "I can't afford a car payment and tuition. This is a deal breaker." Meanwhile, alumni are rallying, recalling how the program helped them navigate Cleveland's transit system during their own college years. But is this really about state regulations, or is it a symptom of CSU's broader financial crisis? The university has slashed budgets, laid off staff, and seen enrollment plummet from 16,000 to 13,500 students since 2019. International student numbers have also dropped due to stricter visa policies under the Trump administration. The U-Pass program, which once generated $1.4 million annually for GCRTA, now feels like a casualty of these pressures. GCRTA isn't giving up. Officials are negotiating a new program to sell discounted passes directly to students, but details remain murky. For now, CSU students are left in limbo. Contrast this with Cuyahoga Community College, Tri-C, which still offers free U-Passes to its students, or Case Western Reserve University, which includes a $50 pass in tuition. Why the disparity? Is it fair for one university to prioritize financial stability over student accessibility? The debate extends beyond Cleveland. Transit advocates are urging the city to adopt a model like Columbus's C-Pass program, which funds free transit for downtown employers and reduces parking demand. Could a similar approach work for students? And what does this mean for the future of public transit in a city where 500,000 student trips were once made annually via GCRTA? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Is CSU's decision a necessary sacrifice for financial survival, or a step backward for student equity? Share your perspective in the comments below. After all, the future of transportation and education depends on these conversations.